Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Code Freely. Today we will learn inheritance in Python class. If we see the example of inheritance, for example, a child who has blue eyes inherit this property from his parent, because one of the parent has blue eyes. And another example, if any habit in the child, uh, uh, in addition to his own properties, some of the properties in child inherits from from his parents. So this is just example to understand the inheritance, what inheritance in classes are. So inheritance basically one of the pillar in object-oriented programming, and we use inheritance to extend the data in the child class from the parent class. So by definition, inheritance allows us to define a class that inherits all the methods and properties. So methods and properties from another class. For example, that another class is a parent class. So all the properties and methods will appear in the child class. Parent class is the class being inherited, also called the base class. So child class is a class that inherits from another class, which is the also called the derived class. And when we create a parent class, any class can be a parent class. So the syntax is the same as creating any class. So for example, we have a class named person, and we have a default constructor in it, and three parameter inside: self, first name, last name, and this equal to self dot first name equal to first name, and self dot last name equal to last name. And we have a method which will print name, and inside this we have defined the print method. And here we have given a comment: use of the person class to create an object and then execute the print method. So if we execute this method, this will execute in our Jupyter notebook. So if we execute this, we will get the first name and last name here. As we already discussed, the object in the class. So here person is the class, and this is the default constructor, and this is the method of the class. And we have defined an object of this class. So object is equal to x, and we have given the two parameters: first name and last name. First name is John and last name is Doe. So these are the values, because we have already defined here first name and last name. So we can give the value inside this object. And here we are calling this method by the object So this is the object. So this object can call this class method, and if we run this, so this will print the first name and the last name. So this is the base class or the parent class. So if we inherit, if we want if we want to inherit this person class in our child class, so we have to define the child class first. So let's see the child class. A child class, to create a child class that inherits the functionality from the another class, which is our person class, and send the parent class as a parameter when creating the child class. Create a class named student, which will inherit the properties and method from the class person class. So we will define the child class as student, and inside the curly bracket we will place this parent class. So this will inherit all the properties and methods inside this student class, but we have to define a student class object also. So here we did not define any function or method of a student class, but that method and function will inherit from the parent class, which is person. So let's put this in our example in our Jupyter notebook. So this should be indented here like this. So here we the student class don't have its own method or function or default constructor, but these two are inherited from this person. So this object will also inherit the constructor and the method. So we will run this and see what happened. So here John and Doe are printed from the parent class, whereas Mike and Olson are printed from the student class. So like this we can inherit from the parent or base class in the inherited class or subclass or child class. So I hope you will understand the concept of inheritance in Python. So keep watching my channel Code Freely in order to learn Python programming, and comments and like. Thank you.